Hey guys, and welcome back to my CCNA 200-301 course. Patrice is here, and in this video we are going to talk about security concepts. Are you ready? Let's get started. In today's technology-driven era, it's rare to find a business that doesn't rely on its IT infrastructure. News reports frequently highlight data breaches where hackers gain unauthorized access to sensitive customer information or launch other types of cyber attacks. Digital assets, primarily companies' data and services, are valuable resources that must be protected. Security is no longer optional, it's a necessity. For the CCNA exam, Cisco expects you to understand 4 key cybersecurity concepts: threats, vulnerabilities, exploits, and mitigation techniques. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, a body under the US Department of Commerce, is responsible for defining various standards, including those related to cybersecurity. I've included some of their official definitions on the slides with references for your convenience. Let's start with threat. This is the NIST definition for threat: any circumstance or event with the potential to adversely impact organizational operations, including mission, functions, image, or reputation, organizational assets, or individuals through an information system via unauthorized access, destruction, disclosure, modification of information, and/or denial of service. Also, the potential for a threat source to successfully exploit a particular information system vulnerability. Threat is kind of self-explanatory, and it is anything that can create some levels of damage to your business. Another definition from NIST: vulnerability is weakness in any information system, system security procedures, internal controls, or implementation that could be exploited or triggered by a threat source. Vulnerability is also a self-explanatory concept, and basically it's a weakness in your systems that allow hackers or unauthorized users to access what they must not. And it can be like a bug in the operating system that you installed on your servers, or an operating system that you use for your networking gear like iOS. And also a bug in the coding of a software program that you use. So anything, any type of weakness that can allow hackers to access your systems and services is called a vulnerability. This is Cisco's definition for exploit. An exploit is a program or piece of code designed to find and take advantage of a security flaw or vulnerability in an application or computer system, typically for malicious purposes such as installing malware. An exploit is not malware itself, but rather it is a method used by cyber criminals to deliver malware. If you are interested in getting more information about the current available exploits and, for example, figure out what sort of exploits are available for the systems and services you are using, you can use websites like ExploitDB. And if you want to get your hands dirty and try some exploits, you can use applications like Metasploit, which is available in Kali Linux. And finally, another definition from NIST for mitigation techniques: a decision, action, or practice intended to reduce the level of risk associated with one or more threat events, threat scenarios, or vulnerabilities. So basically, mitigation means whatever you do to protect your systems and services. As an example, since our main context is Cisco and CCNA, I want to show you how you can mitigate the risks that are relevant to Cisco products. Cisco has a specific tool that is called Cisco Security Advisories, where you can find it through this address. If you go to the first page of this tool, it shows you the latest bugs or vulnerabilities that are detected for Cisco devices. Today is 26th of April 2025, and as you can see, the latest vulnerability is found yesterday. But the thing is, it might not be related to the products you use, etc. I picked this vulnerability, which has been detected on April 7, 2025. Cisco NXOS software image verification bypass vulnerability. So if you have a look at this vulnerability, you can see a very long list of information. What is the CVS score? CVSS score, which shows you the criticality of that specific vulnerability and how fast you have to mitigate that risk, and some other information about the dates, bugs, etc. What I want to show you first is the affected products. So you have to make sure that the products you're using is not listed here. And if it is listed here, you have to check these individual box that shows the relative information for that specific product. And at the end, it shows you a workaround. And as you can see for this vulnerability, there are no workarounds that address this vulnerability, which means that you cannot make any kind of configuration amendment to mitigate this vulnerability. But what you can do is using a fixed software. So basically you need to upgrade your product or the operating system of your product, which is NXOS in this case. And at the bottom, you can see the first release or first fixed version for that specific vulnerability. So for example, if you are using a lower version than 9.4.2, you have to go to this version. This is the first fixed version. If you are using a lower version, you have to upgrade your software to mitigate this risk. Alright guys, this was our today's video. In today's video, we covered exam topic 5.1, define key security concepts, threats, vulnerabilities, exploits, and mitigation techniques. And in the upcoming video, we'll be talking about security programs. I wish you enjoyed today's video and see you in the next ones.